So greetings from Blue Marsh Lake here in Pennsylvania once again, and we're going to do another section of the lake trail that goes around the whole lake here. I know, I think in my most recent video we were here as well, but you know, it's been a convenient place to come and hike. You know, today is a Friday, December 16th. Yesterday was my last day of teaching for the first semester, because I usually don't. Fridays can be difficult sometimes because I've been teaching for the past couple of days and I don't always know what I'm going to do on Fridays. Sometimes I sleep in a little bit. I know I got home last night from teaching. I was just kind of zoned out, you know, kind of blocked teaching and YouTube stuff out of my mind. Just kind of relaxed, watched other people's videos. So I didn't really have a whole lot planned for the day, but it's nice. I live not too far from here at Blue Marsh, so it's kind of a quick place I can come and film if I need something to do. That's one of the reasons why I decided to do this whole playlist, hiking the whole 30-mile trail around the lake. There's just a view out there on the lake. Of course, the lake is much bigger than this. This is just one section of it, but we're going to be doing this section going down that way. In the last video, we did what I call the northern loop. We did that section. So here's our map once again. Like as I was just saying, in the last section, we did the northern loop. We parked here at the Church Road parking lot where we are today, and we did this section all the way up through here, like a 7.5 mile section. So we're back here at the parking lot here at Old Church Road, and we're going to do this section that goes down here back up to Route 183 right there. So this little looks like about maybe a 2.5 mile section. So the parking lot is back in there. We just came out of there. Because like I said, last time we did the northern loop, we went way up there, we came out right here. But I believe the trail is up here. So I'll walk along the road a little bit. I see a sign up here for it. I think so. Yeah, this is it right here. All right, here we go. Say Mount Pleasant, 3 miles. So I guess that's roughly what we're going to do today. Oh, it's going to be a wet, gushy trail day too. Got a ton of rain yesterday. Some sleet and snow and all kinds of stuff. So the first part of this trail will be a little noisy. We'll be kind of close to the highway, as you can hear it. But once we get down further, it does curve away from the road, a little bit more remote. I think last time I was back here, we were looking for locks 37 and 38 on Union Canal, or anything left of them, and there was nothing left of them as far as we could tell. That's the last time we've been back this way. All right, let's get going. I'm feeling just a little bit off today. Not sure if I'm getting sick or not. There's a lot going around. All of my students are not feeling well and stuff like that. So hopefully I'm not getting anything. But we'll see. All right, let's enjoy this slightly chilly and soggy day out here in the woods. Yeah, so definitely going to be a wet foot day. My feet are already kind of getting soaked a bit, but it's the way it is. You know, just sometimes you just feel a need to get out regardless of the weather. And I could just stay home and sit in front of the computer, but we're gonna get out and enjoy the outdoors. Some more views of the lake out there. And while we're out here hiking up Blue Marsh, I'll take an opportunity to mention some new channel series that'll be coming up. After this hike here at Blue Marsh, I only have 2 more sections here at Blue Marsh, then we'll be done with the trail here in that series. And I'm looking at some other trails to do for a series, but one that I am planning on is, you know, this past spring we finished the Appalachian Trail here in Pennsylvania. So I'd like to pick up the trail in Maryland. I think there's about 40 miles of it in Maryland. Maryland's pretty thin at that spot, so I think at some point this winter you're gonna start seeing
new channel series come up, hiking the Appalachian Trail through Maryland. At least that's the plan. And I know people have been asking about the whole edible and medicinal plants series. I know several times in the past I kind of picked that up and I kind of let it go to the wayside, but now that I've been doing playlists, those playlists have really helped me to stay organized and to keep doing, you know, things in a series. So I think I'm going to pick that up again too this winter at some point. Start talking about, you know, identifying plants, trees and stuff, and then doing edible and medicinal things with them. So those are two things that should be coming up soon. Speaking of plants, I want to show you these. We talked about these just in a recent video too, several Blue Marsh videos ago. Let's see if you recognize these. Yeah, so here's a whole ton of those Osage oranges. I think in one of our recent hikes here, I showed these to you. There's a whole pile of them. Because a lot of you responded, talked about the different names they have. You know, hedge apples, monkey balls, monkey brains, loony balls, all kinds of stuff. They do turn brown and rot over time, but as you can see, not much in the way of critters around here eat them. But look at them, they're all through the woods there. That's the tree right there. The Osage orange. They are not edible, but they do have some qualities. People talk about how they keep spiders away and things like that, but anyway, it's kind of interesting to see a whole ton of them right here. Alright, well, let's keep going. And the sun is trying to come out. Might warm things up, dry things up a bit. Well, it's actually not terribly cold today. We got some cold weather coming though. Coldest of the season so far. Right around Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, it's gonna be just in the 20s. So winter will finally arrive, but looks like it might warm up again after that a little bit. So still haven't had our first like decent snowfall, at least in this area of Pennsylvania. Alright, so we're coming up to a section I remember from years ago. I know at the beginning of the video I mentioned that we were on this section last winter looking for some locks on the Union Canal, but that was up a little bit further than this. I didn't come quite down this far, but I remember this is our old road here in the park. That used to be a public road of some sort, or maybe a farmer's lane. You can kind of see how it's been cut out. I vaguely remember seeing evidence of like an old farmer or homeowners dump up here, maybe even some foundations, so we'll see. I just remember this part right here going up like this and overlooking the lake. We'll see. Yeah, you can see how there used to be telephone poles or electrical wires coming through here. There's an old stump of a telephone pole that they cut off. Yeah, I remember looking down here and seeing all kinds of like broken glass and stuff, and jars. Because if there was a home up here, or a number of homes, these hillsides were the perfect place to get rid of their trash back in the day. That's kind of how they did it. Yeah, right here is a bit of what I'm talking about. You can see a glass, there's the bottom of like a glass cup or something right here, piece of glass. Old tin can right there. Over there is an old, looks like a cow bone or something stick out of the ground. Not a whole lot right here, but a lot of it's gonna be down in there. So down there at the bottom of the lake might be some really old bottles. I'm sure there's more remnants. I see some more, yeah, I do see some more remnants of bottles and stuff up that way. I mean, it must have been like 2014, 2013 I was up here last time. I remember scrambling around on this hillside a bit looking for stuff. And down there's another cut off telephone pole. Haven't seen any foundations yet. I'm trying to dig back into my memory. They could be back here anywhere. I mean, we've already seen all kinds of foundations already on this trail. And there's a lot more that are on other trails here in Blue Marsh. Just long forgotten memories of people who used to live here. Kind of sad in a way sometimes. I know every now and then people comment on my videos about here at Blue Marsh or another place at Swatara State Park that was taken by eminent domain. They talk about the places they used to live there and don't anymore. It's kind of sad how they go back and visit the area and there's nothing there anymore. Nothing left of their home where they used to live. And as promised, it's a lot quieter back here. Like I said, it was pretty noisy at the beginning of the video, but we're quite a ways from the highway now. You can probably still hear a little bit back there, but definitely a lot quieter now, which is nice. And as mentioned in previous videos here at Blue Marsh, it is always nice to come out to the lakeshore here, because in the wintertime they do lower the lake levels. That's why you see all this exposed. During the summer, the lake will be all the way up to here. But it's fun to walk along the edge and look for stuff. Usually you don't find much of interest. Sometimes you'll find, bottles or old fishing lures or things like that. Sometimes you can see foundations too along that have been submerged, get exposed in the wintertime. Alright, that's a cool shot right there actually. I might get a picture of that. Alright, let's head back to the trail. At some point we'll have to find a spot to take a break too. Got some snacks with me. Of course, with it being Christmas time and yesterday being my last day of teaching for the semester, I got all kinds of gifts for my students. Including quite a few packs of beef jerky. So I brought one of those along today. We'll try that out. And it's very quiet out here today too. I mean, it's winter time, but even in the winter sometimes you still can hear birds singing. Not really hearing anything today. I think that's one of the things I most enjoy about the coming of spring, is hearing those first bird songs like the robin, the red-winged blackbird. Finally hearing them. Just being able to walk in the woods and hear all that beautiful noise or sounds. Not really a noise. But every season has its pros and cons. All right, so up ahead is mile marker 23. I believe we missed number 22 somewhere back there. Or sometimes I don't think they're up anymore. I think I would have seen it. But when we did the Northern Loop hike, the previous video, we got up to mile marker 21. So 22 is back there somewhere. So we should come up at least to mile marker 24, I think. Up here somewhere. Maybe 25, close to the end. I'm trying to remember. Well, here we have some birds, kind of chirping away a little bit. Let's see if I can zoom in on one of them out there. That looks like it just flew off. Alright, looks like they all flew off. They don't want to pose for the camera. Oh, actually there's one right there. Let's see if I can get it. Yeah, we can zoom in on it. And I'm just going to focus. There we go. Oh, he flies away. Alright, we'll let them go. They're feeding on the different plants in there, the seeds. What looks all brushy in there is full of, old flowers from last summer. Of course, they're full of seeds in too, and birds are munching away on those. Alright, we gotta find a spot of our own soon to munch away. Maybe up here somewhere. As always, I'd like to find a nice log to sit on. Overlooking the lake a bit. Now we're getting into the area where we were last winter when we were looking for some locks from the Union Canal, numbers 37 and 38. I believe one of them used to be down in there somewhere, underwater. It is now. The Union Canal ran along. Of course, this is a lake now, but this is also the Tulpehocken Creek, which probably originally would just been a sliver of water out there. But the canal also ran out there. Kind of hard to tell when you look out there today, with it all being a lake. Alright, we need to find a log. This looks like a nice area to sit and relax. Alright, so break time. We got a nice view of the lake. Found a decent log to sit on. Like I said, we're gonna get some beef jerky out. Let's see what we got here. We can get it out. Here we go. Duke's brisket, sea salt and pepper. So this is one of the ones that was given to me by one of my students. So we're gonna snack down on this. I got a few other things in here too to eat if I want to, but let's get this. All right, so here we go. First taste. I already know I'm gonna like it, but let's find a piece here. Good stuff. Oh, there's a cardinal flying around back there. He's just off camera now, but I'll see if I can get him on camera a little bit later here. Oh, there's another one. They're way back there. There's also a robin hopping around down here in the woods. Alright, there he is. You just go there, it comes out. Yeah, the robins don't all fly away in the wintertime. Oftentimes they hang around, just not in your yard, they're kind of out in the woods. He's hopping around out there. Well, I'm not sure where those cardinals went. If you're not familiar with what a cardinal is, they're those bright red birds. Beautiful. Especially out here, kind of with a stark contrast to the browns and grays you see in the wintertime. But you know what, at the beginning of this video I mentioned how I was kind of feeling a little bit, I don't know, not all there. It wasn't just maybe my health, I was kind of tired. I was still kind of tired, but also kind of the gloomy, wet morning. But now that I'm out here hiking and all warmed up, it just kind of reinvigorates you just being out in nature. That's kind of one of the reasons why I love just coming out here. Even on days or mornings where you don't really initially feel like hiking, once I'm out hiking I tend to feel a lot better. Alright, time to get back to the trail. Actually took a nice, really long break there. Quite refreshing, actually. Alright, but we gotta continue on. Never did see those cardinals again. And up ahead we have a little cedar forest. Get to walk through. This is the eastern red cedar. That's what all those trees are. Well, not every tree in here is a cedar tree, but quite a few of them are. And the traffic noise is going to start picking back up again. Trail's carrying back up towards the highway again. We got a little more ways to go. Still haven't seen mile marker 24 yet. That should be just up here if there is one for it. You can already see some houses up there. And there she is, mile marker 24. So remember, there's only 30 miles to this whole trail. So at this point, we only have 6 more miles to do. That's why I only have like 2 more sections that we're gonna do film. We're getting there. And a little cedar forest we're walking through. Down there is the highway, so we got just a little ways to go yet. Then the next section we do, we'll actually start over there somewhere, head that way. Not sure when we'll do that. And here we go. Busy highway, end of the line. Alright, so there is parking right here, so when we do our next section, we'll park right here. But then we'll have to, of course, our trail, we came up goes down that way, but we'll have to cross the bridge up here to up there. Alright, so let's get away from this traffic noise. Good news is, in the next video, we leave 183 behind, the highway behind us. Should be a little quieter. Alright, but I gotta head back. This is not a loop trail this time. So, but as always, I probably won't film a whole lot on the way back, but I'll get back with you somewhere along the way, or either at the end. Alright. I don't know if you can see the bridge up there in the distance through the gap, but that's up where we parked, so we're almost back. This last section is the section that's pretty close to the highway. Yes, out there in that field, there's a ton of robins hopping around. Bunch of them. See them all over the field in here. Where you going, buddy? Alright, road crossing ahead. Marks the end of our journey home. So that'll be it for this section of the Blue Marsh Trail. Like I said, we only have 2 more sections that we're going to do. I have about 6 miles left. Probably do 3-mile section for each. So if you're enjoying these hikes along the Blue Marsh Trail, maybe you'll be sad. If you're not enjoying these Blue Marsh hikes, then maybe you'll be happy that this series is almost over. But I've had fun. Like I said, I hiked all these trails before, so it's bringing back memories and stuff. All right, but that'll be it, folks. I'm going to head home, figure out what I'm going to eat, and hopefully we'll see you on the next one.